Yeat is closing in on the release of a new album. We've gotten several hints over the past couple of days that you've likely seen pop up on your timeline. Today, we're going to take a look at all the evidence that we have so far about this new album, presumably titled 2093 or Lifestyle. We're going to talk about it all. So let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. So Yeat is coming relatively fresh off of the February release of Afterlife, his latest full-length studio album that I really enjoyed. It was a bit long, but it was really good and yet another step in his career. And this album is only, as I said, is not even a year old, but in usual Yeat fashion, we're getting several projects a year. And this new one should be yet another stepping stone in his career, considering also that he just landed his first #1 hit before J. Cole on the Global 200 when it came to I Don't Give a Fuck with Drake off of For All the Dogs. You've all read this story, heard me talk about this, which was pretty freaking huge for Yeat. Now, he also dropped a song about 2 months ago called Bigger Than Everything, which also got a Cole Bennett music video. I liked it, kind of a mellow Yeat vibe. A lot of people didn't. A lot of his fans didn't like the song. I did, but that was the latest thing we got. I doubt that'll be on the album, but let's see until we have more info on the actual record. Also, before we'll get into the trailer and the pictures and everything, I wanted to mention that we also got a new snippet on his Instagram story a couple of days ago that maybe you've seen. It was all over Twitter, but I like that sound that was kind of previewed there. We also got this new aesthetic with, and we're going to talk about the pictures in a second, but with this futuristic mask, all of that. So it seems like he's really into try to incorporate a new sound. And it seems like he's doing this in some sort of even rockish way, but I guess we'll have to see until we get more info or material, even singles and stuff like that, other than Bigger Than Everything for this album. Now, also at one point, I just wanted to mention this because it fits into the order of this whole thing being rolled out. Around May, we talked about a possible album called Schmunk Lifestyle because he tweeted out after dropping Afterlife, no pun intended. There was, of course, the song Schmunk on there with NBA Youngboy, and he said, Big Schmunk, can't stop Big Schmunk, that's the Schmunk Lifestyle. And now it just seems like this thing is called Lifestyle or 2093. We'll get into why in a second, but we're not talking about Schmunk Lifestyle anymore. But that's the title we had May until now. I guess that was we had. But now let's actually talk about the latest pictures that he posted, because he took to Instagram a couple of days ago. This should be about 3-4 days ago. And the first thing that I wanted to mention is we're now getting an unmasked Yeat. We're getting different pictures of him without the mask. He's in Paris in this case. But also this photo got over 1 million likes in 3 days, and that is pretty huge for an artist like Yeat. I know he got 3 million followers, but still, for someone like that to get that much clout and that early on in his career, he got a great trajectory in front of him. Now on these pictures as well, we can tell that he's also shooting some sort of music video, because we can see this one green screen version of him with this other mask on that I guess is pointing to the fact that he's shooting a music video. But also, and this is the interesting part, there was another picture of him smoking a cigarette somewhere, and there's this surveillance camera. And when you click on the picture, you can see that an account called Lyfestyle Corporation is tagged on the surveillance camera. And this account should not be completely unknown to us, because that was also the account that the first teaser for I Don't Give a Fuck with Drake, generally that they're collabing, that teaser was posted on with the Nocta trailer. But now we also have another video on the Lyfestyle Corporation account. And also note that this is the Lyfestyle Corporation account and not the Schmunk Corporation or whatever, so Lifestyle is again somehow in there. Now, concerning the title of this thing, I did want to mention real quick that in the caption for the pictures, he posted 2093 #CEO. So maybe this also refers to something, but now we're going to get into the actually interesting part, which is the Lyfestyle Corporation video that we got. In the caption, it just says, welcome to Lyfestyle Corporation, and the trailer that we see is of some sort of super surveillance, futuristic, dystopian future that we are all being, watched at all times. Every single move that we make is being observed and kind of recorded by some big brother, whatever. We're going to talk about that that in a second. And it seems like this is all set to play in 2093. And so that's why the album could either be called 2093, like he hinted at in the caption for the post, or it could also just be called Lyfestyle, because that will go hand in hand with life, afterlife, and then lifestyle, all with the Y, obviously stylized with life. So I guess that will kind of be the way. But this trailer is pretty interesting. We don't hear any music in this, so it's literally just for the lore of this album, but I love that. I like that Yeat is also going down that route. But as I said, it reminds me a lot of, y'all know the book 1984, George Orwell. Maybe you've read the book. I guess it's mandatory in a lot of countries, even in Germany we got to read it. But this book is about a dystopian future just like that. I think it was written in the 40s, and it was kind of a projection of the 80s, so 84, where we're all being observed by the government, by Big Brother, and every move we make is being monitored. And I guess Yeat is now envisioning this in 2023 for the year 2097, which I guess is pretty cool. Also, it had a lot of aspects of the Matrix in there as well, just to name another inspiration that I guess we could thematically or aesthetically see this go in, of a dystopian future where we're all being monitored and we need to escape the Matrix. No corny stuff, intended with that. Now, we don't have any more details on this, but all this evidence came out over the past week, so it seems likely that Yeat is gearing up for another release. I think so far this has been the longest that he's taken since dropping a project since the last one. I think with Life back in 2022, so last year, and from Too Alive to Life, it was only like 8 months. So now we're at 9 months, I guess, 9-10 months at this point. So it's about time that Yeat drop another project. Of course, he hasn't been inactive in the meantime. As I pointed out, he's dropped Bigger Than Everything. He's dropped Already Rich on streaming platforms as well. He's also did the Drake feature, which was pretty big for him. But now, to kind of capitalize off of that momentum that he's gained, it would be really smart to drop something, as I said, especially after that Drake feature, because that put him in a whole nother realm of discussion and of clout, basically. So I'm looking forward to hearing what we get from this new Yeat album. It seems like he's going for a new aesthetic with this whole dystopian, futuristic type of stuff. That's kind of what we heard in this snippet he shared in the story as well, but we need a whole lot more info to actually say anything of substance about this. But make sure you stay subscribed, because I'll keep you updated as soon as anything happens. Also, don't miss out on all the latest stories in hip-hop by joining the newsletter with the first link in the description. Completely free, no spam, a newsletter once every week, every Sunday, with the main 3 stories of the past week, so make sure you sign up for that. Now, I want to know what y'all think about this though. Do you think that Lyfestyle 2093 is dropping sometime in the near future, in the next couple of weeks? Let me know all your theories about this in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.